Tesla and NIO have just diluted their shares. This video is about the impact on these businesses, on us investors, of course, and my opinion on this move. Ciao, it's Marco here, and subscribe to this channel to boost your finances. Quickly, a share dilution is when a public company decides to inject additional shares in the stock market. That's called share dilution, and the purpose of this move is to raise cash for the business. This capital can be used in a lot of ways. Are Tesla and NIO raising cash for the same reasons? Tesla is planning to sell as much as $5 billion worth of shares to capitalize on the recent run-up of the stock price and to the recent stock split that made it more accessible to individual investors. Please no, don't dump on us! Before jumping to conclusions, remember that $5 billion is just 1% of the $460 billion market value of Tesla. Also, these shares will be sold from time to time and not in one go. From a dilution perspective, this is negligible, nothing, a drop in the sea. And 1% dilution for a stock that has climbed over 500% in a year. How stingy are you? Give poor Elon some pocket money, will ya? Now Tesla will use this cash to strengthen the balance sheet and to run their business. Easy and simple to justify. But NIO's reason to raise cash is way less straightforward. At the beginning of 2020, NIO stock went through a first dilution, and that was by selling 9% additional shares to the stock market. That happened because they were out of cash, as I mentioned in my previous video. Which, by the way, you must watch because it includes all the reasons to be bullish or bearish on NIO stock. I will make sure to link it at the end of this video.
Do you want to see the
video?
Well, we don't have it for you tonight.
They got this first cash injection to keep the business afloat and also to set up NIO China, and by doing that they also got an additional $1 billion from the Chinese government. 25% of this newborn company was paid for and owned by the Chinese government, whereas the outstanding 75% had to be paid by NIO US. That's what happened when on your side you don't have the Fed printing money. And that brings us to today. NIO US did not have enough capital to pay for 75% of NIO China, and so they agreed to pay in installments. And finally, at the end of August, NIO announced an additional share dilution that adds an additional 9.5% shares to the stock market, and the purpose of this move is to raise $1.5 billion in cash. With that cash, NIO US is planning to pay off NIO China and actually buy back some more shares from the Chinese government, and on top of that, obviously to run their businesses and invest in research and development. By the way, subscribe if you want to know all the news on Tesla, NIO and other companies I invest in. These are the hard facts, but am I happy with Tesla diluting shares? Super happy that Tesla raised some cash for their business, and I'm also thinking that this has been the plan all along when they decided to go for a stock split. I am actually a bit disappointed though, because I wanted Tesla to raise some more cash, like 10 billions for example. This would have been very helpful to really propel Tesla production, because one gigafactory costs $5 billion. So that's 2 gigafactories paid for. It could have allowed Tesla to set up more charging points here in the UK, as it's really hard to find one really, and bloody hell, that's one of the reasons why I'm not buying an electric car. But anyway, let's talk about the reaction of the stock market to this dilution. In a word, excessive. Elon agreed to a tiny 1% dilution and the stock market reacted, dropping like a stone. But regardless, in my previous video, I told you that Tesla could have pulled back at the first bit of bad news, but let's see how it progresses from here. By the way, if you want to chat about investing, I've got my own Discord group with all my subscribers, and we talk about stocks and other things related to finance. Link in the description below. Question number 2. Am I happy with NIO diluting shares? Not so happy with NIO's move, as they decided to dilute their shares too much and too soon. I mean, I understand they need cash, but that's a total of 18% dilution in 9 months. I was expecting something like that to happen, but in a few years when they will be profitable. Anyway, even in this case, the stock market reacted by dropping like crazy. And to be honest, this is a big dilution, so I kind of understand the reaction. Anyway, I still think of NIO as a great growth stock for so many reasons. The video on the screen right now is about all the reasons to be bullish or bearish on NIO stock. Pick a great growth stock. Click on the video.